this is Deneen with all the news of what's coming up this week at Father's House. By now you should have all received the monthly activities bulletin for May. I want to point out 3 serving opportunities on the back page for this summer. The first one is just a month away. We're needing 10 volunteers to help us with the graduation party for students with children. Our church is joining with the Family Resource Center at PSU to throw a terrific party, not just for the graduating parents, but also for their kids. We need volunteers to man the different play stations on Saturday, June the 7th from 6 to 9 p.m. This is a great opportunity to serve if you're not involved in the regular ministries of our house, and we'll be having sign-ups next Sunday. Alright, so now here's what's going on this week. Tuesday at 6:50 p.m., Kenwood Help Street Outreach Team is going out to serve the homeless and the folks on the streets of Portland. Team 1 is on this week. Then Wednesday, starting at 7:10 p.m., it's Thrive. Don't miss out on this powerful night of being equipped, empowered, encouraged while building more connection to the members of our church. Remember, parking is free in the PSU lot next to the K-House after 7 p.m. This Saturday at 10 a.m., it's Belong. If you're newer to Father's House or have never been to Belong, you don't want to miss this opportunity. Belong is a wonderful time of discovering the story, the heart, and the purposes of God that's being worked out in our church. It's also a great time of connection with the pastors and leaders and others who are exploring making Father's House their home church. If you did not receive an invitation to Belong, but you're wanting to go, please see me right after the service. But if you received an invitation, remember to RSVP by this Tuesday. Finally, next Sunday night is a very special night that we would like you to invite your friends to. Tomorrow's Hope is presenting the film Sex and Money at Destiny Christian Fellowship's office complex in Milwaukee at 6 p.m. This is a powerful film that highlights the driving forces behind the epidemic of sex trafficking in America. The film will be followed by a call to action through the Hope 130 initiative and volunteer opportunities. Please consider not just coming, but bringing a friend. This week in our emails, we'll be sending out links to maps of how to get to Destiny's office complex. And now, here's a very special preview of Sex and Money.
Have you ever heard of the issue of human sex trafficking?
I try not to get into current affairs because I want to stay happy and stupid.
Have you heard of sex trafficking? Do you guys know what that is?
No, not at all.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think it's going on today in our modern society. I would hope not.
Sex and money, they go together.
Yeah, I know it still goes on. I know it's f***ed up.
There's just been an acute awareness of trafficking in places like Asia or Eastern Europe, and nobody thinks that slavery is happening in the United States, in their city or their suburb or their small town.
12 and 14 is the average age that a young child can become active in this terrible abuse.
I thought I was the only 12-year-old. I was told to lie and say that I was 16 years old.
I was 14 years old. He took me from here to California.
They're supposed to be, at this age, in a loving, comforting home environment, and instead they're with pimps and johns and in dangerous places where they're raped and abused.
Sex trafficking functions like a very sophisticated business.
None of my girls could ever come in with less than $500. So I was getting $3,500 a night, 6 days a week, so whatever that is.
There are at least 100,000 American kids a year who are the victims of child prostitution and child trafficking. The only way not to find this problem in any city is simply not to look for it.
In 2007, we went on a trip around the world, and we were studying social injustice and how to raise awareness. So when we were writing the book, we realized that there was trafficking in America. So we're literally getting into a 32-foot motorhome and traveling across the country to see how big this problem really is and what we can do about it.
To be told that there's prostitution taking place in massage parlors is different, I think, than going in and actually seeing the massage parlors. It is unsettling.
I just talked to the manager.
Yeah.
We'll give you guys a $5 discount, $35 per person.
That girl was only be about 12 or 13. She came in with Jack dress on.
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
I actually ran away from home. Men would come in the house and give the other man money, and they would just rape me.
The man who wants to have sex with a child is pretty much 95% married, 75% white.
Look at that little daughter.
100% of the funds come to me if you're a real pimp. Dress them, feed them, keep them broke.
Makes you feel really kind of icky, doesn't it?
but that's how the game goes.